Welcome to the Rope Walk Radio, KNTR Country Show. Play some old records from a long time ago. Maybe learn a little something that you didn't know. Tune into the tunes that make you tap your toe. Making cowboy coffee from your cup of joe. Absolutely all the oldie audio is your Rope Walker Radio. Rope Walker Radio. Hello, howdy. Welcome to the Rope Walker Radio Show. We're coming to you from the KNTR studios in beautiful downtown Corsicana. We're certainly glad you're here. Well, you're probably familiar with the term Americana, or as the more educated might want to say, Americana. It has to do with the culture and history and all that is really fundamental about America. Americana. Well, today we're going to continue to explore Corsicana, the culture and history and all that is fundamental about our town. We had so much fun last week with the music of Corsicana and the song by Billy Joe Shaver that we're going to have another one this week. I'm going to play you a song about a Corsicana girl. We're going to talk a little bit about coffee, and I'll show you around our town just a little bit. So stick around. We're going to have some fun. Rope Walker Radio. All right, we're going to get rolling this morning with a song by Billy Joe Shaver. This song is about growing up and leaving Corsicana, and it's also a play on the name of our local newspaper, the Corsicana Daily Sun, published since 1895. So from Freedom's Child, an album by Billy Joe in 2002, this is called Corsicana Daily Sun.
It seems like 100 years since I reached out to dry those tears streaming down my grandma's face when I told her goodbye. She helped me pack her old suitcase and push my new straw hat in place when Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. When that sweet smell of youth was mixed with Grandma's apple pie, what I'd give for a slice of yesterday. When that warm light came splashing across those clovered fields of town, and that Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. That's left to tell, 'cause boy, I really went to hell. It seemed like everything went wrong since I left my hometown. I wish that I was back here now, mending fence and milking cows. Of course, Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. When that sweet smell of youth was mixed with Grandma's apple pie, what I'd give for a slice of yesterday. When that warm light came splashing across those clovered fields of town, and that Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. Someday I'll find that clover bed and I'll lay down my weary head and watch them soft clouds drifting as they tease that country sun. I'll eat a chunk of Grandma's pie and take a walk back to the time when Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. Smell of youth was mixed with Grandma's apple pie, what I'd give for a slice of
That's just another good one from Billy Joe. Seems like it might be time to come on home, Mr. Shaver. We certainly got a place here for you. Now, as promised, we're going to give you a little tour of our beautiful downtown. This is a song by Dan Lebowitz. It's called Take Your Time. And we did take our time. We played the record back at 26 RPMs instead of 33 1/3 so that we could include as many downtown businesses as we could. If we didn't include your favorite, let us know. We'll include it in a future show. So this is Take Your Time by Dan Lebowitz and Downtown Corsicana. Pretty as a picture, for sure. Come visit us sometime in Corsicana, Texas. Today we're going to put a spotlight on 3 of our local businesses, our 3 coffee spots. Right here in downtown, we're lucky to have 3 fantastic choices when it comes to coffee, fine foods, and fun treats. First up, just a few short steps from the KNTR studios on Beaton Street, is Mita's Coffee House and Fine Foods. Since 2016, Mita's has been serving coffee in partnership with the Onyx Coffee Lab. April and her team have too many coffee options to mention. They got smoothies and craft sodas. Try the Honeybee, made with local honey from C&J Farms. Mita's works hard to create a welcoming family spot for you and yours. Now Timbers is just a block over on Collins Street. It's a coffee stop and a bistro, and they also feature a shop with unique signs, rustic furniture, home decor, women's clothing, soaps, and jewelry. Try their killer soup of the day. Timbers is a one-stop coffee and shop, and you're sure to find something interesting every time you go. Lady Diana's Zen Cafe offers coffee and teas from around the world. They have baked goods and health-conscious food choices. Recent offerings include spinach artichoke and chicken stuffed avocado, and a keto taco wrap. These are all served in a laid-back European small house atmosphere. Now, with all these choices, I don't see why you would ever need to get your coffee in a green and white cup from some big old corporation. You go into any one of these coffee spots, you tell them Rope Walker sent you, and get a 2.5% discount. That's right, 2.5. You go in there and drop $100, it ain't $100, it's $97.50. You take that $2.50 savings over to the plushy animal crane machine, win yourself something nice. Well, okie dokie. Hey, we're gonna head over to the Kitchen Itchin'. Today we're gonna offer you some help for those days, like today, when your favorite coffee spot ain't open. We're gonna show you how to make Cowboy Coffee. Let's go. Alright, so as you can see, we're all set up in here to make some Cowboy Coffee. We got a little pot, we got the coffee, and everything we need right in here. Now you need to find a good pot first of all, and you can use a number 10 can or something that's got enamel on or something, but something that looks like a cowboy sorta, and if it's got a little dent in it, then so much the better. Now I already put the water in the pot here. You want to just come up to right about here, right below this little spout, and we'll get boiling on it. Now, a lot of cowboys will prefer to make the cowboy coffee on an open campfire. But sometimes you get up there in the morning and you want your coffee, but you really can't make the open fire right there in your home. Take the chance of waking everybody up in the house. We'll put it right there on the stove. You want to bring her to a boil or almost a boil. Coffee is best brewed at about 195 degrees, 200 tops. So when she starts into making that complaining noise you're hearing there, but she hasn't showed any bubbles yet, you know you're just about right. Okay, we're going to set that aside there and try to get it to about the 195 preferred. I'm going to throw the coffee in there, and there's really not much sense in being stingy with it. You can just go ahead and chuck it on in like that, and we'll stir it up. Let it start to activating. Now this is the time I like to put a stick in it. When you're out on the trail pushing your doggies there, you can keep a weather eye out for your perfect coffee flavor stick. And you want one without a whole lot of extra ingredients like moss or insects or anything that's going to get stuck in your teeth when you go to drinking your coffee. Put that right in there like that. Now that stick is a little short. You know, I like to go a little bit longer than that, but it's any stick will do you, just as long as it's brown and sticky. We've let that sit and get joyful just for a minute or two. And what we're going to do here is we're going to add just a couple of spoonfuls of cool water. That's going to help chase those grounds down. Not too much now, you want your coffee hot. It's time for the seasoning up. So first of all, you're going to need a good pinch of salt right in there. And that's a definite. And I also have here some hot pepper and some cinnamon, ground cinnamon. Now you could put a little bit of this in, but not too much. If you ever do go overboard, you want to go overboard on that red pepper. Alright. Alright, we let that settle just a little bit. We're going to pour. Doggone it, can you smell that? That is definitely the scent of good morning. So that's about all there is to Cowboy Coffee. You may have heard about your eggshells and your talcum powder or bacon grease. Don't go in for all that. Do it just like I showed you. Put your cowboy hat on and drink it. Well, doggone it, that's one good cup of coffee. Now, depending on your cowboy persuasion, you may want to fill up your cup here about halfway with some whipped cream or some latte milk or some organic soy material. Here at the Rope Walker Show, we're going to go ahead and go 10 high on that to get the day started. But this coffee really doesn't even need it. It just wants it. Well, we saved our toe tapper for the end. I'm going to play you a song about a girl from Corsicana. Now, there's some girls like this where you live as well, but this one's from our town. It's an in-studio version of a hit I had a ways back called Corsicana Girl. I met her up on 15th Street, she stole my heart away. Took it down to 7th and she pawned it that same day. Now it's down on beating time to Dixie Ray. At least that's what I heard some people say. Corsicana girl, she's just as skinny as a post. That's the two things about her that I really love the most. Four things when she smiles at me and tells me pretty lies. Fifth and sixth and seventh are two lovely brown eyes. Now the 10th of things that I remember pretty well, but I promised her and I ain't gonna tell. Now bulls has got their heifers and roosters got their hens. Boyfriends down in Texas, well, they got their girlfriends. I asked her if she wanted to, she said, well, that depends. Corsicana, Corsica can't pretend. Corsicana girl, she's just as skinny as a post. That's the two things about her that I really love the most. Four things when she smiles at me and tells me pretty lies. Fifth and sixth and seventh are two baby blue eyes. Ninth and 10th are things that I remember pretty well, but I promised her and I ain't gonna tell. We spent 10 minutes making eyes over at the H-E-B. Turned into a summer that was never meant to be. Some things that happen, and on that we can agree. But sometimes I can't remember 8 or 3. Corsicana girl, she's just as skinny as a post. That's the two things about her that I really love the most. Four things when she smiles at me and tells me pretty lies. Fifth and sixth and seventh are two lovely brown eyes. Ninth and 10th are things that I remember pretty well, but I promised her I'd never ever tell. So if you want someone to love you like them Dallas ladies do, if you're looking for someone to stay at home and wait for you, well, you better keep on looking, son, 'cause she's been looking too. She's been looking into finding someone new. Ain't looking like she's looking at you. Corsicana girl, she's just as skinny as a post. That's the two things about her that I really love the most. Four things when she smiles at me and tells me pretty lies. Fifth and sixth and seventh are two lovely green eyes. Ninth and 10th are things that I remember pretty well, but I promised her I'd never ever tell. Corsicana, Corsicana girl. Corsicana, Corsicana girl. Corsicana, Corsicana girl. Thank you. You know I appreciate that. Well, we've had so many nice people write in and ask us about our merchandising. They say, when can we get something from Rope Walker Radio to wear on ourselves or put on our head, etc.? Well, stay tuned. We're working on it here at the radio show. I might mention that this Corsicana Girl collectible piece is available through the show here. It's a 7-inch single version of the record on wood. Now, most of you may not have a compacted disc player anymore, let alone a vinyl record player, a cassette deck, or one of them 8-track playing machines. So chances are you're not going to have anything to play this wood on. But it'll be decorative. Now, we're also offering a Billy Joe Shaver edition, and we got Lefty Frizzell here and some of the other big stars we play right here on the radio show. Now, these are bootlegs. Some guy in dark glasses drops them off so we can offer them to you, the listener. These are offered at $30, or 679 pesos for our friends down in Mexico. It's a limited time offer. Contact me at the show. With the hands on the big old clock on the wall that spun on around, it's time to get on out of here. Join us next week for more good tunes and more good times. Well, I hope you had some fun, but now it's time to go. Take it easy, friend, remember, take it slow. See you later on the next big show. That's your Rope Walker Radio. Rope Walker Radio. Nos vemos más tarde.
My new straw hat in place when Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me. When that sweet smell of youth was mixed with Grandma's apple pie, what I'd give for a slice of yesterday. When that warm light came splashing across those clovered fields of time, and that Corsicana Daily Sun was shining bright for me.
Now, one of the things about Cowboy Coffee is you really got to watch that second cup. Well, some of them grounds can get up on in there, and it's not near as good that way. Sometimes when you go to pouring that second cup, some of them grounds get in there, and it's not quite as good that way.